morning students. A flower possesses 4 whorls: calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Last class we have seen about the male reproductive part of androecium. In today's class I am going to explain detailedly about the female reproductive part, gynoecium. Okay, first what is gynoecium? Gynoecium means one or many pistils combined together is called gynoecium. What is gynoecium? Gynoecium means one or many pistils combined together. Combined together is called gynoecium. What is pistil? Pistil is nothing but style, stigma, style, ovary. The pistil is derived from carpel. Pistil is derived from carpel. Okay. What is stigma? Stigma serves a landing platform of pollen grain. What is stigma? Stigma serves as a landing platform. Landing platform of pollen grains. Next, what is style? Style is the elongated part. Style is the slender elongated part. Slender elongated part beneath the stigma. Okay, beneath the stigma. Next part, ovary. What is ovary? Ovary means basal part, basal swollen part. Okay, basal swollen part. கீழ பார்க்க வீங்கின மாதிரி இருக்கும் அந்த பகுதி தான் ovary. Okay, what is the three parts? Pistil is nothing but stigma, style, ovary. இந்த மூணு சேர்ந்து தான் pistil. Okay, what is stigma? Stigma is the landing platform of pollen grains. Style is a elongated slender part beneath the stigma. Next, what is ovary? Ovary means basal swollen part is called ovary. The ovules are present in the ovary cavity. Number of ovules present inside the ovary cavity. Ovary cavity. The ovules are originated from placenta. Ovules are arise from placenta. Okay, ovules are different from plant to plants. For two type of ovules, uniovule, multiovule. First one, uniovule. Second one, multiovule. Uniovule example, paddy, wheat. Okay, mango. These are the example of uniovule. Uni means only one, single ovule. That is called uniovule. Next, multivovules. Multi means many or more. So, multiovule example, papaya and watermelon. Okay. Ovules present inside the ovary, that is called ovary cavity. Ovules are arise from placenta. Ovules are different from plants to plants. Two types are classified into two types, uniovule and multivovule. Uniovule is example, paddy, wheat, mango. Multivovule example, papaya and watermelon. Next we see the LS structure of ovule. What is the meaning of LS structure? LS structure means longitudinal section of ovule. LS structure of ovule. Ovule is otherwise called as megasporangium. Ovule is otherwise called as megasporangium. 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 Okay. The ovules are protected by one or two covering. Ovules are protected by coverings. Is called integument. It is very, very important point. Integument. Okay. Ovules are protected by one or two covering is called integument. This is the integument part. Okay. That is the outer layer. This is called integument. Next one, it consists of two parts. First one, body of the ovule. Second one, body of the ovule. Second one, stem of the ovule. Stalk of the ovule. Stalk of the ovule. First one, body of the ovule. Second one, stalk of the ovule. The stalk of the ovule is arranged from placenta, attached with placenta. The stalk of ovule attaching with placenta. Okay. The stalk of ovule is also called funicle. Stalk of ovule also called funiculus or funicle. The stalk of the ovule is called funicle. The stalk of the ovule is called funicle. Okay. Next part, xylem. The body of the ovule, the point of attachment of the stalk of the ovule and body of the ovule is called xylem. The point of attachment of body of the ovule and stalk of the ovule. Stalk of the ovule is called xylem. Okay. What is xylem? The point of attachment of the body of two parts of ovule. The body of the ovule, stalk of the ovule. The attachment place is called xylem. Next, the body of the ovule is made up of central mass of parenchymatous tissue. Made up of central mass of parenchymatous tissue. Central mass of parenchymatous tissue is called nucellus. Not nucleus, nucellus. It is very, very important. Tamil sool tissuன்னு சொல்வாங்க. Okay. The body of the ovule is made up of central mass of parenchymatous tissue is called nucellus, not nucleus, nucellus. Okay. Next part, chalaza. The new bird, chalaza. The chalaza is the basal part of the ovule. Okay. Chalaza is the basal part of ovule, where the nucellus, integument and funicule meet is called chalaza. எங்க அது மீட் பண்ணுமோ அதுக்கு பேரு where the funiculus, funicules, integument and nucellus is meet is called chalaza. Okay. So next part, in center region, elongated oval shape. Next part, in central region, the central region elongated, it is a oval shaped part. in central region, oval shaped, elongated and sac-like structure, sac-like structure in the nucellus towards the micropyliar end. Nucellus towards the micropyliar end. What is a micropyle? Micropyle means a small opening. Okay, small micropyliar end is called embryo sac. இதுக்கு பேர் என்ன அப்படினா embryo sac. Okay, this is a embryo sac. In the central position எங்க இருக்குதுன்னா center place in the central region, oval shaped, okay, elongated sac-like structure in the nucellus towards the micropyliar end. Nucellus towards the micropyliar end. That is micropyliar, small opening, சின்ன துளை இருந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். That is called micropyliar end. Is called embryo sac. Okay, the integument is covered two layer, unitegumic and bitegumic. First one unitegumic, second one bitegumic. Okay, unitegumic means only one layer, bitegumic means two layers. Okay, though one layer, first outer layer, another y layer, another uni layer, another one second layer. So bitegument, the inner layer of integument, perform the nutritive function. Okay, the inner layer of integument perform the nutritive function to the embryo sac is called endothelium. Embryo sac is called endothelium. Okay, what is endothelium? Endothelium na enna, the inner layer of integument. Okay, the inner layer ulla irukkudiya indha layer integument, inner layer of integument, it perform a nutritive function to the embryo sac ku உணவு ஊட்டம், நியூட்ரிட்டிவ் கொடுக்குது embryo sac. So the part is called endothelium. Okay, next one, types of ovule. This example, Asteraceae, Tridacus procumbens plant. Next one, types of ovules. The ovules based on the position of sporogenous cell. Based on the position of types of ovule, based on the position of, எதை வச்சு பிரிக்கிறாங்கன்னா based on the position of sporogenous cell. The first one, teninucellate, second one crassinucellate. The first one, the teninucleate is a position hypodermal region. Okay, if that sporogenous is hypodermal position, if the sporogenous in hypodermal position, Second one, what is crassinucleate? If the crassinucleate means if the sporogenous is subhypodermal position. If the sporogenous is subhypodermal. So the hypodermal is subhypodermal. Subhypodermal position. Okay, next the ovules are divided mainly 6 types. The ovules are classified into 6 types. Okay, based on the position of nucellus and funicule and orientation. Okay, first see the first type, orthotrappus. First type name orthotrappus. Okay, in this type of ovule one straight vertical line, paaka vertical line mari neelama irundha mari irukum. This type of ovule one straight vertical line present. Example, plant Polyconiaceae. Next, Anatrapus. Anatrapus. This type of ovule, the body of ovule become completely inverted. அப்படி தலைகீழ இருந்த மாதிரி, இந்த மாதிரி, this position. Okay, the body of ovule become completely inverted in position. This is common type of ovule found in dicot stem, monocot stem. This is the common type of ovule. This is a common type of ovule found in dicot and monocot. Okay, next one, Anatrapus type. Okay, next third type, Hemianatrapus. What is the name of hemi? Hemi means half. So Hemianatrapus means the body of the ovule is placed transversely at right angle, look like a 90 degree or 90 degree la irundha mari eppadi paaka irukum. Okay va, the body of the ovule is placed transversely at right angle ke transversely irundha mari irukum to the funicule. This type Hemianatrapus. Okay, next type, Campyloptrappus. This type of ovule, micropellular end is curved. This type of micropellular, the micropellular end is curved. இந்த மாதிரி வளைஞ்ச மாதிரி curve-ஆ இருக்கும். End is curved. Look like a bean-shaped embryo sac is present. Look like bean-shaped embryo shape. This type of shape. This is called bean-shaped embryo sac is present. Usually curved shape. Okay. Next type, Amphitrappus. Amphi means chuchu. The distance between the hilum and chalaza is less ovule. Romba kammiya irukum. The distance between the hilum and chalaza. Distance between the hilum and chalaza. Okay. The distance between the hilum and chalaza is less ovule. Look like a horseshoe shaped. Enna shape na? Horseshoe shape. It's very important one word, so note it. Okay, horseshoe shaped. Nucellus, the nucellus inverted U shaped. The paaka eppadi irukku, the U அப்படியே இப்படி திருப்பி போட்ட மாதிரி. This is inverted U shaped. Okay, Amphitrappus. Next, Sarcinotrappus. The name Sarcinotrappus. In this type of ovule, funiculus is very long. Funicle is very long. Next, these are the 6 type of ovules. Once again repeat. First one, Orthotrappus. Orthotrappus is this type of ovule is a straight vertical line. Next, Anatrapus. This type of ovule become completely inverted. Okay, found in dicot system and monocot system. Next one, Hemianatrapus. In this type of ovule placed transversely at right angle, look like 90 degree இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். Next type, Campyloptrappus. This type of ovule, micropellular end is curved, bean-shaped embryo sac. Okay, bean-shaped embryo sac is present. Next, Amphitryotrappus. Amphitryotrappus means the distance between of hilum and chalaza is very less. The shape inverted U shaped. Okay, ovule horseshoe shaped. Nucellus inverted U shaped. U திருப்பி போட்ட மாதிரி. Next, Sarcinotrappus. This type of ovule funicle is very long. Okay. Next topic, megasporogenesis. Next topic, megasporogenesis. What is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis is the formation of ovule inside the ovary. Okay, the formation of ovule. The first one, the megaspore. Megaspore mother cell diploid in nature, it undergo mitotic division, it give rise to 4 haploid cells. Okay, undergo meiotic division, give rise to 4 haploid cells. 4 haploid or 4 daughter cells produced. Okay, this is called megasporogenesis. Next, the development of ovule and embryo circle. The first structure, the nucleus, first stage, the nucleus become enlarged. Okay, the function as orchosporium. Adha enna solvanga na orchosporium appdin solvanga. Next one, the primary orchosporium cell directly function ஆகும். ஒரு சில பிளான்ட்ல டைரக்டாவே ஃபங்க்ஷன் ஆகும். The megaspore mother cell, the primary sporogenous cell function as a megaspore mother cell. எது மதர் ஆட் பண்ணுது? The primary sporogenous cell function as a megaspore mother cell. Okay, the primary sporogenous cell function as a megaspore mother cell. The next stage, the megaspore mother cell undergo meiotic division, embryo sac. The 3 basic type. Megaspore mother cell undergo meiotic division, 4 haploid cell produced. The type, the embryo sac 3 basic type. First one, monosporic, bisporic, tetrasporic. So first one, monosporic. First type, monosporic. Second type, bisporic. Third type, tetrasporic. Okay, 3 types. Mono means single, only one nucleus. Bisporic means 2 spores. Tetra means 4. Okay, the next stage, after megaspores formed, usually the chalazal is one functional and other 3 megaspore degenerate. In the stage la enna agumna 4 megaspore formed. Okay, meiotic division la 4 kadaikum. Usually the chalazal is one functional la irukum and other 3 megaspore degenerate. Okay, next stage, the functional megaspore is the first cell of embryo sac. எது embryo sac னு சொல்றாங்கன்னா the functional megaspore. The functional megaspore is the first cell of embryo sac. The nuclear, அடுத்து next stage என்ன நடக்கும்னா the nuclear undergo mitotic division. இங்க என்ன division நடக்கும்? Mitotic division னா cell divided into 2. Okay, the mitotic division 2 daughter nuclei formed. First என்ன produce ஆகும்னா 2 nucleus, 2 daughter nuclei form ஆகும். Next stage, the vacuole expand. Okay, vacuole expand pushes the nuclei towards the opposite pole of embryo sac. And the embryo sac ஓட opposite ல ரெண்டு போலையும் இருந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். Both the nuclei divide twice mitotically. இந்த ரெண்டு நியூக்ளியஸும் both the nucleus divide twice mitotically. Twice na ரெண்டு தடவை mitotic division நடக்கும். Okay, twice mitotically means ரெண்டு தடவை நடக்கும். The both of nuclei divide twice mitotically forming 4 nuclei of each pole. அப்ப totally 8. Okay, 4 nuclei of each pole. ரெண்டு போல்லையும் 4. At this stage, nuclei are present in the common cytoplasm. The stage, nuclei are present in the common cytoplasm. The next, the structure of embryo sac after the nuclear division எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் the cell undergo applicable elongation, sac-like appearance. Okay, after the nuclear division the cell undergo applicable elongation, sac-like appearance. The first part, the special cellular thickening is called filiform apparatus. What is filiform apparatus? The first part, filiform apparatus na the special cellular thickening, thick-ஆ இருக்கும். This is called filiform apparatus. What is the use? The absorption and conduction of nutrition. Okay, from the nucleus to embryo sac. The embryo sac nutrition கொடுக்கும். So next one, the three nuclei of the chalazal end form 3 antipodal cells. Nucleus? How many nucleus are there? 1, 2, 3. So the 3 nucleus of chalazal end form 3 antipodal cell form. Another time, once again repeat. The first part, Phylippa apparatus, the special cellular thickening, sex, synergid. What is the use of the synergid? Absorption and contaction. The contaction of helping nutrition to the embryozoite. The last one, antipodal cell. What is antipodal means? 3 nucleus of chalazal end form 3 nuclei of the chalazal end form 3 antipodial cell. Today homework. Explain the type of ovules. Explain the types of ovule. Thank you, students.